Bar Weep Grana Weep Niddy Bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we'll be checking out Fans Toys' newest tank on the block. On AliExpress, there's some dodgy looking Lego triple changers, and then also we move to Hasbro Pulse where we see this bad boy, and then also Magicsquare shows off their dumps like a truck. All this and much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking things off today with something I found on Tinterweb on Auto Dreams. This, I guess, is like a CGI artificial intelligence rendering of a Bugatti looking camper van. I have one word, my friends. Live action Rodimus Prime. Anybody who watches this, who probably don't, that's involved with live action movies, make this Rodimus Prime. Make it so. I also did a little post about this. I thought it was quite funny. Pete Davidson, the SNL star, and also Mirage in the new movie, crashed his car into a house. He wasn't driving! Funny. He should have definitely said that to the police. Away from the memes and onto Funbie Studios, who are tinkering with the electronics of a new space bridge that you can 3D print at home. Looks amazing, looks outstanding. Again, scale it up, scale it down, depending on what kind of figures you have. Moving over to the team at Iron Warrior, and they are getting ready to release a Prime Bumblebee. Looking pretty interesting. APC still haven't released a Bumblebee from what I can remember, so this could be a good one to add to your collection, and he does look pretty darn nice, if I do say so myself. Over on AliExpress and probably a few other dodgy places, you can not only get KO Lego, but you can get KO triple changing Lego Transformers. Wow, we look at these abominations. So of course you can get a Prime and you can get a Bumblebee, and they triple change into what you would expect, plus a wee beastie, so I guess maybe that's a Leo convoy type thing. That third version of Bumblebee there, is it a battle platform? I'm not sure. I think this maybe one is trying to be Grimlock as well, because he does turn into that Grimlock, and then also a helicopter as well. Very interesting, and also look pretty darn nasty as well. But let me know if you've picked up any of these. I just thought I'd mention them because I love just scouring through AliExpress and just looking at the crap that you can find. Doctor Woo coming with their versions of Ultra Magnus, and we're gonna get a Shattered Glass version of Ultra Magnus that takes a leaf out of the Prime version book. So pretty damn interesting. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will go, no, they did this as well. Somebody else has done this version. Down in the comments. Okay, but certainly from my recollection, I don't remember anybody doing a purple and black version of this, which more speaks to the Prime version rather than an Ultra Magnus Shattered Glass. Interesting. Well done, Dr. Wu. You're doing some interesting stuff. Congrats. The best cell shader in the business, Lek Customs, has now started to ply his trade to Moon Studios Raiden. Yes, Moon Studios. Long time since we've sung that one. And look at these phenomenal results that we have so far. Lek Customs really deserve so much more credit for what they do. Go and check them out. Go check out their YouTube channel. I usually shout them out down in the comments of every single video that I do. You can follow the link there. The single best cell shader in the business, and you can see the results here. Can't wait to see the finished product. Fanshobby is coming with their Galvatron based on an Armada, Megatron, Galvatron, whatever you want to call him. And this thing looks nice as well. I love myself a little bit of a purple and black and that kind of white color as well. The cannon looks good. The original version of this obviously was super cool as well. And I think, as I keep saying, this is one of the main reasons why there's just, for me, it was like a bit of a damp squib when Hasbro released their version of an Armada Megatron, because I was just like, well, I've seen what a really beautiful version of Armada Megatron can look like. And it ain't Hasbro's. This thing is super, super cool. Let me know if you're picking this one up. I missed the other one, the other version, but this one kind of has me piqued my interest a little bit. But again, I'm trying to not buy masterpiece size figures at the moment. Ooh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Magicsquare are now focusing their attentions on Devastator. So they're going to be showing off their version of Devastator here. And this is pretty damn good. I like it so far. Again, I don't know if they've changed some of the plastics that they're using or if they've changed some of the lighting that they're using, but yeah, lately their stuff hasn't seemed so plasticky and looking a bit odd when you see it in the images. So all in all, this does look pretty damn good. Looking forward to seeing a few more pieces from this line, and I actually really appreciate the added kind of foot element that they've given there on Mixmaster, because sometimes that leg especially can be a bit difficult to stand up on some of the Devastators that don't give him that toe. So yeah, I appreciate that, and all in all, these do look like good versions of both of these figures. Let's see what else comes in the future, but so far Magicsquare, it's a thumbs up from me. We all know that Robosen is releasing their take on Bumblebee, and they did a little bit of a cut in here, a little bit of a see-through image on all of the bits that go together to make this figure. I've seen some of the stuff online for it. It's not for me. Again, this thing actually doesn't transform, so yeah, well, what's the point? A new Transformers game is coming, Earthspark Expedition. But look at that corner. Look who it's made by. The same people that made the last Transformers game, which makes me really, really, really sad, because that game was broken to the point where I couldn't finish it. So this looks like a bit of an open world type game where you're playing as Bumblebee, whereas the last game that they released was more turn-based combat. I will try this as long as it's on one of the subscription services that I subscribe to. There's no way that I would ever pay for a game made by that company ever again, because the last game was broken and did not work. Image Comics showed off a little bit of a teaser image here of RC, Prime, and 2 bots in the shadows. I'm actually quite excited for this. Anybody who watches this channel knows that I do collect the Transformers comics as well, so I'm excited to see what a new whole host of writers is going to do on this. And again, we get to start from the beginning yet again for another version of Transformers from this whole new ever-expanding multiverse that we all love. So yeah, I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts on it. How excited are you for the comics? I'm actually probably more excited for this than any of the live-action movies, so cool. Transformers Legacy is coming with all of those beautiful G2 designs. We saw some fuzzy wuzzy images of them, but now we can see a lot clearer images, plus some box art. So we have here the laser cycle, which of course, as we know, is going to be just a recolor of what was RC, but nice all together. Then we also have this G2 hot version here of Sideswipe. I think this is a thing of beauty. I will probably be getting it, and just looks like a recolor of what we got with the War for Cybertron line, so you can't go wrong there because it's an absolute beaut of a figure. Again, they've gone back to the War for Cybertron line here with the G2 take on Mirage. Classic Mirage, not Pete Davidson Mirage. And don't forget, we are also getting the G2 take on the Stunticons, and they're going to start here with this pretty damn badass looking Deadend. So cool. Again, I think I said this with the original one, not sure about the clearance on this figure, but ultimately it's a good figure. I love the G2 designs. I love the kind of hypercolor 90s inspired biohazard symbols on the side. This is going to give my wallet some punishment. One there for Biohazard fans. And this week we also had a Transformers live stream. I was over in Amsterdam, so I wasn't able to cover this, so I'm going to whiz through this because I'm sure by now you have all seen this. But it starts here with the ugly. These are two damn ugly bots. So these are miniature figures, similar to Legend class, I guess. You're going to get a Prime, you're going to get a real damn ugly Bumblebee. All in all, these are not going to make it to my collection, because if I'm going to get any of these, I'm going to pick up a Dr. Woo, makes better figures. Keeping things super dinky, we also had the core class Snarl come in, which again, I think all of these core class Dinobots are just you need to get in the bin. Then we also got this Dertitus, which is obviously just another take on Hound, and looks pretty damn nice, actually. I think he is a beautiful looking figure. And they came with Trashmaster. What a name, and what an arm. I think with the Junkions as well, I think they get in a little bit creative here, which I really like with some of these Junkions. And this is probably the best Junkion that I've seen in a while. And then online after the event, we were introduced to Junkosaurus, which is just absolutely cool. Also, kind of Simpsons-esque, right? Also, a few images of Strongarm, which of course comes from the Elita 1 mold. Pretty nice, but I don't really like the Elita 1 mold at all. But this is the bad boy I was waiting for. Bludgon, certainly in this mode, does look very nice. Not sure about the alt mode, and I do really wish, though, I do really wish it had given him his own and he wasn't just a remold of Tarn. Boy deserves more, you know? Then, of course, nothing would be complete without talking about Rise of the Beasts, and the more they show me images of Jazz/Mirage figures, the more I realize, boys, you messed up with Mirage. Your figures that you are releasing, the bot mode is atrocious compared to what we see in the movie. And then there was also an Optimus Primal as well. I mean, you are just absolutely spoilt for choice. If you are into your Rise of the Beast at the moment, take your pick. But I think this is one of the better Primal figures that we've seen in a while. And finally, from Primal to Prime, I actually met Optimus Prime in Manchester last week, which was pretty cool. He was in a place right close to where I live in Manchester, and that was pretty dope to see. Not my kind of Prime, but still very nice to see. You can check that out as well on my shorts. So I do those YouTube short type things, and I put that one up there. So that's everything from me on this Transformers Saturday. I am now back in the country, so you should expect a couple of videos from me next week. If you're new around here, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Alright, team, in a bit. Peace.